Hi and welcome to a new video. In this video we are going to look at the top 10 best places to visit in the USA. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Number 10. Kauai. Brilliant sunsets, pristine beaches, aquamarine skies, Kauai has mastered seduction. But the oldest island in the Hawaiian chain doesn't have to resort to over-the-top luxury or tourist traps to entice. Instead, it appeals to a no-fuss type of traveler. Resorts are no taller than a coconut tree. Literally, you prefer rural to resplendent? Kauai is your island. There are only two major highways, and some regions can only be explored on foot or via one of the best Kauai boat tours. Some would say that you need little more than a good pair of hiking boots, an umbrella, and an adventurous spirit to visit. But we should warn you, you might also need a little cash. Kauai has put a premium on its natural beauty and priced hiking trails, and room rates during the winter can exceed $500 a night. To get the most and save the most, consider visiting during the shoulder seasons. Number 9. Olympic National Park. Washington State's Olympic National Park, located on the Olympic Peninsula, offers something for every kind of nature lover, from hikers to stargazers to boaters to photographers. Among its nearly 1 million acres, visitors can explore glacier-capped mountains, trek through old-growth temperate rainforests and marvel at more than 70 miles of wild coastline. The park's beginnings date back to 1897, when growing concerns about the area's disappearing forests led President Grover Cleveland to designate it as the Olympic Forest Reserve. Further protections were enacted in 1909, when President Theodore Roosevelt designated part of the reserve as the Mount Olympus National Monument in response to a declining Roosevelt elk population. It didn't officially receive its national park title until 1938, thanks to President Franklin Roosevelt. Today, the park is both a World Heritage Site and an International Biosphere Reserve. Number 8. Grand Teton National Park. Towering above Jackson Hole Valley with jagged snow-topped peaks, Wyoming's majestic Teton Mountains are in high relief at Grand Teton National Park. From the 13,770-foot Grand Teton to the glittering Jenny and Jackson Lakes, which reflect the mountains in their depths, the photo ops are endless. But the park isn't just for mountaineers and photographers. In the peak summer season, the area's trails call to hikers of all abilities and reveal gems like hidden waterfalls and breathtaking views of the Tetons. Meanwhile, the Snake River appeals to kayakers, rafters, and those who simply fancy a float. Historic districts like Menors Ferry and Mormon Row attract history buffs interested in the 19th century past of this piece of western frontier. The nearly 500-square-mile park also contains an array of wildlife, including black bears, grizzlies, moose, antelope, and bison. Plus, autumn visitors can witness the park light up with golden aspens. Travelers who want to tick off another national park on the same vacation can travel the few miles north to Yellowstone, which adjoins Grand Teton. Number 7. Yosemite National Park. One of California's most formidable natural landscapes, Yosemite National Park features nearly 1,200 square miles of sheer awe, towering waterfalls, millennia-old sequoia trees, striking, daunting cliff faces, and some of the most unique rock formations in the United States. But despite its enormous size, most of the tourist activity takes place within the 8-square-mile area of Yosemite Valley. Here you'll find the park's most famous landmarks, Half Dome and El Capitan, as well as excellent hiking trails through the natural monuments. Even inexperienced hikers can enjoy Yosemite. Guided tours and climbing lessons are available from local adventure outfitters, such as those featured on our list of the best California tours. Just don't expect to experience it by yourself. Like so many other American tourist destinations, crowds are the biggest obstacles to an enjoyable Yosemite vacation. Approximately 4 million people visit each year. But if you go at the right time and start your day a little earlier than usual, Mother Nature's wonders will reveal themselves to you in a miraculous and serene way. Number 6. Zion National Park. Named for the Hebrew word refuge, Zion National Park, nestled in Utah's southwest corner, is no longer the quiet sanctuary it once was. The park is now one of the most visited in the country, welcoming more than 4 million visitors per year. It's as if travelers stumbled upon a secret and can't get enough of the apricot-colored Zion Canyon, which they can view wading through its Virgin River or ascending Angel's Landing, with each bend in the river or turn in the trail affording an even more breathtaking view. Plus, the blanket of stars that illuminates the night sky is a welcome nightcap to a day filled with active pursuits. And when it's time to come back from the refuge to reality, the 166-mile drive from Las Vegas or the 308-mile drive from Salt Lake City is just about the right amount of time to process all the beauty you just experienced. Number 5. Yellowstone National Park. With dramatic peaks and pristine lakes, Yellowstone National Park is an outdoor enthusiast's paradise. Multicolored pools swirl around hot springs, verdant forests weave past expansive meadows, and volatile geysers launch streams of steaming water toward the sky. With so much unspoiled natural beauty, it's no wonder why everyone suspected John Coulter, a scout for explorers Lewis and Clark, was embellishing when he first described Yellowstone's geothermal curiosities in 1807. Nowadays, there's no doubt that the park is indeed extraordinary. While you traverse its 3,000-plus square miles of mountains, canyons, geysers and waterfalls, be prepared to share the trails with permanent residents like buffalo, elk and sometimes even grizzlies. Although Yellowstone attracts more than 4 million visitors every year, chances are, unless you spend your entire trip at Old Faithful, you won't see much of them. Yellowstone's 2.2 million acres creep from the northwest corner of Wyoming into the edges of Idaho and Montana, offering plenty of untouched territory to explore. Carve out a day or two to take in the view at Yellowstone Lake and Mammoth Hot Springs. But save some time for the trails through lesser-known regions, like the hot springs of the West Thumb Geyser Basin and the untamed wildlife dotting the Lewis River Channel and Dog's Head Loop. While the sheer number of trails and wildlife watching opportunities may seem daunting at first, remember, you can always come back. Number 4. Honolulu, Oahu. Oahu blends cosmopolitan luxury and breathtaking scenery more than any other Hawaiian island. The state's capital city, Honolulu, showcases the island's urban appeal. Nearby you'll find a host of cultural and historic sites, from the ornate Iolani Palace to the austere USS Arizona Memorial at the Pearl Harbor National Memorial. In the nearby Waikiki neighborhood, a skyline of high-rises and resorts contrasts with sprawling white sand beaches. For a taste of rural Hawaii, visit the North Shore. Here, you'll find the most brilliant blue waters and meandering hikes. But those 3 spots aren't Oahu's only must-see locales. Its top-notch restaurants, vibrant cultural events and wild nightlife further showcase this island as a gathering place of Hawaiian culture. Number 3. Grand Canyon National Park. Grand doesn't begin to do this canyon justice. Measuring approximately 277 river miles in length, up to 18 miles in width and a mile deep, this massive chasm in northern Arizona is truly a natural wonder. For 6 million years, the Grand Canyon has expanded with the help of the mighty Colorado River, and for centuries, people from all over the globe have traveled to gaze out over its red and orange grandeur. Managed by the National Park Service and officially designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Grand Canyon leaves its approximately 4 million visitors per year awestruck. But if you're seeking a secluded escape to Mother Nature, you should be prepared. The Grand Canyon can be very crowded. The South Rim, home to the Grand Canyon Village and the well-worn Bright Angel Trail, is particularly popular for sightseers and hikers. It is on this side that you'll find the most amenities. For a break from the crowds, head to the North Rim. This is the place for backwoods camping and hardcore hiking. For an unforgettable view of the canyon, consider signing up for a helicopter tour. Number 2. Maui. Maui is not nearly as large as the Big Island, nor is it as small as Lanai, as bustling as Oahu, or as quiet as Kauai. For many Hawaii vacationers, Maui is just right, offering a taste of just about everything the Aloha State has to offer, from impressive wildlife to intriguing history and culture. While on a visit here, you can shimmy alongside professional hula dancers, golf along coastal fairways, sail down a zip line, snorkel alongside 5 different types of sea turtles, or simply lounge along some of Hawaii's most notable beaches. One of the archipelago's most popular tourism spots, Maui can be found sandwiched between the Big Island and the much tinier Molokai, which you can explore by signing up for one of the best Maui tours. Maui is divided into 5 distinct regions. Many travelers base themselves along the coasts of South Maui, home to the famous Wailea Beach, or West Maui, where the sands of Kaanapali Beach and the music from the old Lahaina Luau are located. But the rest of the island should not be missed. Travel along the road to Hana to experience East Maui's scenic coastline, explore Haleakala, the world's largest dormant volcano, in the upcountry, and discover the former tribal battlegrounds of central Maui's Ai'ao Valley State Park. And for a bird's-eye view of it all, reserve a spot on one of Maui's best helicopter tours. Number 1. Glacier National Park. Named for the remnants of glaciers from the Ice Age, Glacier National Park is located on the border of Canada and Montana. It is often called the crown of the continent because of its dizzying array of natural beauty. A favorite spot among hikers, the park features a variety of trails for all skill levels, ranging from the easy Trail of the Cedars, home to towering and beautiful cedars, to the challenging Grinnell Glacier, which offers sweeping views. What's more, the park boasts more than 700 lakes, numerous waterfalls, and 2 mountain ranges, spread across more than 1 million acres that shelter a variety of wildlife. Aside from its breathtaking geological features, it's also home to a fair amount of history. The Going to the Sun Road, a scenic, 50-mile drive through the park, is a National Historic Landmark and an engineering marvel that offers spectacular views, as well as access to popular hiking trails. Plus, many of the park's lodges, chalets, and hotels were constructed by the Great Northern Railway in the early 20th century and are on the National Register of Historic Places. Care to visit a UNESCO World Heritage Site? You'll find that here, too, the Waterton Glacier International Peace Park. To limit the number of people visiting the park, Glacier National Park implemented a ticketed entry system through September 6, 2021 for certain park entrances. Visit the National Park Service's website for additional information. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos.